Family has always been the center of my world. I talk to my mom every single day, and that didn't change once I started making music. She was always first line of defense in every situation. One time I called her from China, not realizing that it was the middle of the night for her, trying to figure out if it was safe for me to eat one of their dishes. Like she would know. I could have just met one of the most interesting people on the planet, and the juiciest conversation of my day would still be with my mom and sister about what was going on in Miami. I never missed a beat with the day-to-day stuff, and having that kind of normalcy saved me. That's one of the biggest reasons I never left Miami, except for my short stint in Denver. I hated that work caused me to miss so many important moments with my family, good or bad. Living in Miami meant I was more likely to be around to throw birthday parties, go to graduations, help make arrangements for funerals, or just kick it with my cousins and talk shit all night. Laura is one of my best friends, and I treated my little brother Gunki like he was my own kid. I bought him his first car and was just as proud as Nessa watching him walk across the stage to graduate from high school. When Laura gave birth to my niece Sugar, she might as well have been the new princess of Miami. I was so obsessed with that little girl. As soon as she was old enough, I had her out with me traveling and shopping. It wasn't enough for me to just buy stuff for Gunki and Sugar. I wanted them to know they were loved. I never wanted any of my people to feel like I was the person who flew in every once in a blue moon to throw money at their problems and then fly out again. One day when I was in Dallas with Kenyon, I got a call from Nessa, and she was in a frenzy. She was talking so fast it was hard to understand her, but I pieced it together. Gunki had been shot. I needed to get to Miami immediately. In all my life, I never heard that kind of panic in my mom's voice. It scared the shit out of me. I rushed to the airport trying to call everybody I could think of to find out what was going on. I prayed during the entire flight that my baby brother would still be alive when I got to Miami. I went straight from the airport to the hospital, and I would never forget what I saw when I got to his triage room. Gunki had been shot in the neck and was still able to walk in the hospital on his own, but he was in bad shape. His head was swollen that if the rest of my family hadn't been there, I would have never even known it was him. I was horrified. He was conscious until the moment I got there, and then I watched him start to fade out. The doctors rushed in and took him to the operating room for surgery. It was hell sitting in that waiting room, not knowing if he was going to pull through. It was hell thinking about what would happen to my mom if he didn't. When the surgeon told us that Gunki was going to survive, I was relieved, but I was also stunned. It's truly amazing what modern medicine can do and what the human body can handle. My brother came really close to losing his life that day and had a long road of physical recovery ahead of him. I wasn't sure how any of us would heal from the emotional trauma. Personally, I was on a warpath. I wanted to know exactly why this had happened, and I wasn't getting answers that made sense. Even though a couple of my cousins were there when it happened, I tried to piece everything together. They were riding in the car. Someone started shooting. Gunki turned around to look. He was hit. No one knew who did it. That wasn't good enough for me. My stepfather was almost as well connected as Mr. Wonderful in Miami. When Mike Tyson was in town, he hung out with Willie on 15th Avenue. That's how well respected he was. My brother grew up with the same protection Laura and I had. This wasn't supposed to happen to him. Was he targeted? Did I need to be worried about the rest of my family? When he finally healed enough to tell me what happened, it filled in some of the holes in what other people had said. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time and became a victim of random violence. That didn't make me feel any better. I wanted to protect my family, but life is so unpredictable, and I couldn't be there all the time. No amount of money or power can guarantee anyone's safety 24/7. All I could do was move him in with me. While in Denver, he got better, and my nerves settled. At last, he was safe for now. 5 years later, on April 23rd, 2013, Nessa called me at 9 in the morning. I was still in bed at my condo in Aventura, but I was thankful for the wake-up call because I was supposed to be at a video shoot with French and The Weeknd later that day. "Are you sleeping?" That's all she asked me, but I could tell something wasn't right. Her voice was hiding something else. "I'm up. What's wrong?" Silence. Whatever it is, she didn't want to speak the words. "Your little brother is dead." I placed the unsteadiness in her voice. She sounded the same way when she called to tell me he had been shot. I needed to make sure I heard her correctly. I thought she said my brother was dead, but maybe I was still asleep, and this was a bad dream. "What?" "He's gone." And I was up pacing the floor. I made it to my balcony, and when I looked over the railing, I thought I would fall over the ledge as the weight of what I just heard sank in. I needed to do something. I needed to get out of there. My body went into autopilot, throwing on clothes and grabbing keys so that I could go find my brother. I hopped into the car and sped toward Nessa's house. Gunki was killed right around the corner from her home. I turned on the block, saw all the police taping